Oh no!
No!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to. Wait a second. Didn't we just do this like weeks ago? Uh, this is so weird.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, hi guys. Welcome to Dedicated to Art. I'm your host, Kees Cornelissen, for a Schmoedown reaction, of course, between Lon Harris and Paul Preston. Again, we just had this. I don't get it. I guess payback, or Lon Harris to show that he is actually that good. I don't know. Anyway, I'm joined by the usual guys, Nico and Chris. What do you guys think? Do you think Lon will win again, or do you think Paul will have his revenge, Chris?
Oh, Lord. Okay, so you guys know my thoughts that I feel like we as a Schmoedown community have been a little overexposed to the shenanigans of Mr. Paul Preston and his whey protein frat boy mentality. But, I wouldn't be shocked if he pulls it through because, look, I'm not going to deny the guy has talent. He definitely knows his stuff, but I kind of want to.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of him.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of him, and we surprisingly haven't seen that much of Lon Harris. And I don't think he's really had a chance to show, to show what the promise that he had when he made his debut and when he almost beat Ethan Irwin by one question. It's like I want to believe that in there is still the professor that can really impress us. So, sorry, Paul. Nothing personal. I know you're a big fan of our dear friends Call to Action, but Lon, show him what's up.
Oh dear. Nico, what are your thoughts on today's match?
The way the last match went, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but Paul was basically doing ridiculously well, and then he just stumbled on the 5-pointer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I feel like he's going to get redemption for that 5-point mishap in this particular match. Like, it's more so a matter of he beat himself than Lon beat him. So I feel like, yeah, I'm going with Paul. I actually have him making it to the semis in his half of the bracket.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I see him as someone who's come out of nowhere, but much like he did in his most recent post-match interview, here's notice, here's the league. League is now on notice. I believe it. I believe he's got some skills, and it can take him pretty far in this game.
Fair enough. Well, I'm looking at my bracket, and I actually also went with Preston, exactly for the same reason as Nico. I think that he just had bad luck in the last match, and he is going to redeem himself for that. However, I don't have him going much further than the next match because he will face either Liz Shannon Miller or who was the other one?
Or Ben Bateman.
Ben Bateman.
And I think that both of those are better than either of the guys who win today. Because, to be fair, Bateman has already beat Lon once. And I think Miller is even better than Bateman or either of these guys today. So, in all honesty, this match to me doesn't matter that much. Also because my bracket has been busted already. I just want to see, a good high-scoring match like their first match. I just hope it's not the exact same, because in that case, I will really, literally say, we just had this. Anyway, we'll have to find out how it goes. We'll press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
So, I heard while you were taking a bite out of New York City,
trouble.
you terminated my stint as the commissioner of the upcoming tournament.
Yeah, that is correct. You see, your time was done. You won commissionership for 1 month. Your month had well expired. So
They had
I
actually
ended it.
extended that
So,
month.
Robert Meyer Burnett, I
Yeah.
decided that, while we're on the topic of your role here in the Schmoedown, you are now going to be reinstated in Inner Geekdom.
Well, that's fantastic because I've got
Ooh.
incredible ideas
As
about the internet.
a competitor.
A competitor.
Whap, 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 whap.
I was a commissioner.
No,
I am the
you were once
commissioner
the
of
champ in
Teams
that
Inner
league.
Geekdom
Then what happened?
So what I say goes. And I could fire you.
You could fire me. You could fire me.
She could.
You don't fire me. I fire you. I could have fired you. I could have fired you. I didn't fire you. I could have fired you.
God, I gotta lock
Why didn't
that
you?
door.
Yeah.
Yeah, get a lock on that door, Emma.
I feel like Robert Meyer Burnett is slowly becoming like that ex-football player who's reliving the glory days, but the glory days were literally a month ago, and so now he's pissed that he's no longer at the top, and he's just taking his frustrations out on everyone else.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back
Hey,
to
Clutter.
the
Yay!
pick of the playoffs, the ultimate Schmoedown tournament, and I am thrilled to be joined in the answers
Yeah,
by the one and only, the classiest of all time, Miss Clark.
Let's
Cole
not
is
forget,
here today.
Burnett was the very first Inner Geekdom champion. Now, to be fair, that was with some wonky rules that have since been very much improved. But he does know some geeks, so I think
Yeah, I'm not gonna say he doesn't, but his time has passed.
Hashtag the rogue cut.
Single elimination playoff event. How does that feel when you're up there in front of the white hot spot?
That's a throwback reference.
That is. Good job, Nico.
Very quickly in this type of environment. But
I mean, after all, Robert, who is Shelob?
The effects and the repercussions feel like they last a little bit longer. So I feel like the pressure is usually on even more so. It's even more intense in a tournament environment.
I noticed you pointed at me when you said if you had a bad game. Was that
Focus is on the game.
My history
Not
in
a-
the ultimate Schmoedown.
I have a bad history in the Ultimate Schmoedown, so I'm not gonna throw stones.
Oh, Clark, you
Or
did
make
great
your-
last
I wonder what
season.
I've lost at this
Don't
point.
sell yourself
I just
short.
enjoyed knowing all the answers ahead of time. And
Yeah,
actually, this
she
is
did get to
also
the
something
finals.
I'm excited for you to react to because we have a new wheel now that we've been
Yes.
using for a few weeks. And so I don't know. Did you have a ceremony with the old?
Then
wheel?
she
Did you
faced
say
a
goodbye?
boss
Was it
called
heartfelt? Were there
Ethan
tears
Irwin.
involved?
I was not told that my beloved second wheel
Oh,
was
boy.
disappeared.
She just forgot the
So
title of
I
a
only
movie,
found
that's
this
all.
out very recently.
South
So
Side
no,
with
Nancy,
me.
I did not say goodbye to my
She actually remembered the
beloved
title
second wheel,
wrong.
But I have a
Yeah.
feeling that this wheel is gonna
That's
like
what
me
screwed
also.
her.
Well, a lot of
Jesus.
history here between Lon Harris and Paul Preston. Not as much history as Clark and the wheel, but there's a little bit of it here because Lon Harris has defeated Paul Preston before, and he's looking for another notch in that belt. Let's take a look at what each competitor had to say pre-show.
Yay, interesting trash talk.
In Waterworld, what is Kevin Costner's character offered by the traitor in exchange for sex with Helen?
Gasoline.
And your winner, Lon the Professor Harris.
All right, so here we are again. Preston versus Lon Harris 2.
I'm here. They tell me I'm here to once again face Paul Bresson, a competitor I've already faced in the past. I thought perhaps they meant a different Robert Bresson, perhaps Stephen Bresson, but no, the same Paul Bresson, commissioner of a very talented, skilled.
Lon
trivia
never
commissioner.
changed.
Yeah, we went right down to
No.
Listen, I'm going to show once and for all what this guy's really about, okay? He loves Europe. Europe, and Japan, and China, and whatever else. USA.
Hey,
He says this while wearing a Wimbledon visor.
I believe
That's true.
Oh, the irony.
If you think those references are
Also,
dense, wait till Lon gets out.
Europe is pretty
How
great.
far can
You know,
Lon take his moves
just
in
saying.
Trivia Schmoedown? Know how can he go the distance?
Brexit.
recycled reboots of people I've
Yeah, and I don't live in that
coming
country.
back to haunt
Thank
me
God.
once more.
I suppose we'll need to up the kill count for the next one. Is that the studio note we're going to get, you Philistines?
More references to the Fortnites, perhaps.
I'm still learning how to play this.
The
game.
Fortnites.
Not the trivia. I got the trivia on lock. I need a belt. And it's going to happen at the end of this tournament. When I get my shot. When I get what's coming to me. And Lon Harris.
No,
and his
not a
Pike
chance
are
in
the way.
hell.
So get out of the way, pal, because I'm
I
coming.
mean, you know, you can win a match or two, but come on, have you seen who's in this tournament?
And I feel like he rest of the Schmoedown, become more educated, become more
Have you seen who your next opponent could be?
12 hours at the Egyptian theater studying the works of Seijin Suzuki should straighten him out, I think.
I'm going to break it down for you, Lana, in a way that you speak. I'm going to talk
Also, interesting that JTE isn't there, but
go guard
John
yourself.
is.
It's on.
That drive from the Screen Junkies studio to the Collider studio can be pretty long.
Taxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Luna, we know
Wait,
you're
wait.
excited.
By the way, how long is it? Fastest.
All right, well, look, that is classic Lon Harris, a professor. The real
I think
question
someone's
I have
walking
here,
by our front
Clark,
porch.
is
That's why she's
Preston,
barking.
Because originally he was not even going to be in this tournament,
No,
but
but
he got a match
how long
against
is
Diamond Dave,
Screen Junkie
and he
Studio
ended up
to this
beating
studio?
him. So you beat a Del Rio, you get into the tournament.
Well,
but
okay,
not
so there's
with
the
opponents
actual
who has
driving
defeated
time,
you
and then there's just
before.
what it says on like a
Looking
map
in
or something.
powder keg shoes right now,
It's probably
you're
only
looking at
maybe
somebody who has
40
defeated
minutes to
Actual
an hour,
driving.
There's more pressure
but
on
with
Lon,
traffic,
more pressure on Lon to repeat that
it
feat.
can
Well, he's
be
coming
two,
off
2.5.
a pretty historic
Yeah.
fastest rematch
LA
we've
traffic
ever
is
seen in the Schmoedown. So he's
maddening.
got that
Are
win
you
at his
seriously
back,
talking
which
about
is
2.5
exciting for
hours
him.
within the
But
same
on the
city?
other hand, you
Yeah.
know, sometimes history does
You can
repeat
cross
itself,
my
and certainly,
country in that
there's gotta
time.
be some nerves. Plus, on top of all that, we have the tournament coming.
No, I'm
So
not kidding
there's
you.
there's a
I
lot
live
going
on the
in
very
this one.
east of my country, and I can be in Amsterdam in less than that.
You get fed to the Rancor, but if you win, you move on, and that is what
You have trains though.
So let's get to the tail of the
Yeah,
tape.
and those
You do?
trains can also
What
take
is
you
each
there in
one of
2
these
hours.
competitors good at?
We have Lon Harris and his strengths
Also, I
are
very much want to see Paul
classics,
Preston
the
get fed to a
MCU,
Rancor.
and using a red pill
But here's the
Wow.
question. Here's the question though. Does that Rancor then suddenly become obsessed with whey powder?
It's the worst. And then we have Paul Preston, who's
You just have a Rancor just doing curls in the cave.
and action-adventure movies.
Oh, well, good for him, showing a breadth of
Roar.
knowledge.
Got games, bro.
Did anyone see the
Yes.
graphic there?
Oh yes.
Are you ready to get going?
And that's Paul Preston in a nutshell. Schmoedown.
I just want the Rancor to be Rush Limbaugh.
Oh, that Family Guy.
Yeah.
The movie guys with a record of 2 wins, 1 defeat. He is Paul, the
Here is there.
I'm quickly noticing that Paul owns a lot of baseball shirts.
Yes, he does.
The answer is my science project.
That's again, we have not started asking questions yet.
You haven't started.
But we will penalize you a point. For that.
Just like last time.
Battlecake set with his incorrect answer, his wave
Okay, I just noticed something.
and his
He was wearing one shirt that said one thing when he came out of the curtain, and now he's wearing something entirely different.
Yes, I noticed that as well, yeah.
4 wins, 3 defeats, Mr. Lon, the Professor.
Wait, Chris, where's your pathetic rap attempt? I can't.
Even my mama thinks that my mind is gone, but I ain't never crossed a man that didn't deserve it. Me be treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you're talking and where you're walking, or you and your homies might be lined in chalk.
Yes, it's a very
We should
formal
make a
affair.
drinking game. Every time that an entrance song is played and Chris either sings to it or plays guitar to it, drink.
We've seen what happens with D2A drinking games, and it never ends well.
No. I'm
I
talking
know, for
about
the audience.
people
The audience,
watching.
do this.
Yeah, do this off camera at home in like a safe environment. Also, drink if Chris gets first round.
Are we trying to kill our audience, Case?
Cameo from the dog. Cameo from Luna.
Hey.
Luna.
To be fair, I've only mentioned 2 instances when people can drink. That's not that much. And I also didn't say shot. I say just drink.
Okay, fair enough. Different story.
That's however you interpret it.
Fair enough. So, I mean, for example, if let's say I had a second cup of coffee right here, I'd be like, whoop, and then whoop.
Well, I do mean like beer.
Well,
I
yeah.
felt wonderful until this last exchange. Now I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was just trying to throw you off there. So, Paul, I'll throw you off. That is actually plant-based protein. How do you feel now?
This is one of those reactions that people might turn off because we're talking so much over the actual video we're supposed to be reacting to.
It's Monday.
And,
It's Monday.
and it's this match. We already saw it.
And action-adventure film. Got some fans of action. Your question. What martial arts action film has an animated sequence which tells the backstory of a character named Oren
right.
Ishii?
Yeah, Case,
Okay,
what was the name of his character?
Ask Sean Stamberg for that.
I'll ask him when I have my face-off match against him.
Specify the one.
3, 2, 1. Pens down.
Kill Bill
Volume
Volume
1.
It is Kill Bill Volume 1.
That is what we were looking for. Does Paul have?
Kill Bill Volume 1.
All right.
They gave us all the specificity we wanted.
They followed your instructions very well. Question number 2 in the category of movie release dates.
Movie release date!
What year was Gangs of New York released? Is it really?
Inside this movie, there's a great movie.
You know, I like a Daniel Day-Lewis.
I remember having this like years ago, and I don't remember anything of it really.
2, 1. Pens down.
2002.
2002.
2002.
1998.
I do not. I have 2 seconds.
Turn of the century.
All right.
That film was delayed because of the Y2K fears. Move on to the category of dramas, gentlemen, and your question. Who plays the lead in the 1999 film Boys Don't Cry? And that is that's not the title.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
She won her first Oscar for it.
Later, yes.
Okay. All right.
I would love to talk. Never mind. 5.
Insomnia,
That was coming
omnia.
off right before I get to something good. 2, 1. Pens down.
No.
Not
Hillary
counting
Swank.
Hillary Swank.
It is Miss Hillary Swank, the next Karate Kid.
I don't know Hillary Swank.
And they both got the 1 L in Hillary.
I only know her from Family Guy.
So Paul Preston,
There's a very bad joke about her.
I think I might remember that joke.
I remember the
Question
joke.
number 4 in the category of the 2010s.
Okay.
Who plays Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak in 2015's Steve
Oh.
Yes.
Gotta be crazy. I mean, they literally started Apple.
I like this movie.
I like it a lot.
See, it's
Wait.
a full circle moment.
Yet they pay us
I know there were 2 movies about Steve Jobs. I'm trying not to mix up the 2.
This is the Michael Fassbender one, not the Ashton Kutcher one.
Ah, shit. Then I just put Ashton Kutcher when I had
Seth
Michael
Rogen.
Fassbender.
I also had Seth
Oh.
Rogen.
Good.
No.
All right.
They weren't asking for Steve Jobs. They were asking for Steve Wozniak.
Oh, I misheard the question then.
Probably not real. What
Yeah.
scientific anomaly has caused the world to crumble in Children of Men?
Okay, I hope this is.
Tricky question.
It is.
I like it.
I haven't seen
What?
this one since it came out.
Yeah,
Paid
I
the $12 you saw it at home.
Sorry.
I hope this is.
2.
Can I get the JT?
You may use the JT rule. Your question, once again, in the world of fantasy sci-fi, what scientific anomaly has caused the world to crumble in Children of Men? How many movies?
When they say an anomaly, are they saying it happens rarely, or like this is scientifically impossible to happen, but it happened?
Well, I hope they count this.
2, 1. Pens down.
Women become infertile.
I was saying first natural birth in years.
I had black hole.
No. That's the thing. World crumbles because infertility.
You're right. Okay, yeah.
So.
Trust me, I've been there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because the first natural birth is what kicks off the story. So.
Yes.
I don't know who to give that point to.
1986's Three Amigos.
You see, Clark, there's very few things I
Yeah.
and one of them is the laugh from the crowd. When I say I have to milk them for my laugh.
I didn't know this. I'm new to the
one of
I have to guess. I don't know.
Guess.
2, 1. Pens down.
John Landis?
Okay.
Steve Martin.
It is, in fact, John Landis.
Oh, it was-
Hey!
There it is.
Well done, Chris.
We find ourselves tied. Lon was trailing
Total
earlier. It
guess.
is now a 5-5
Was Steve Martin
match.
in it?
We have two
Yes.
questions left.
Okay.
In round number
He's one of the
one,
three
your
Amigops.
penultimate question is in the world of horror/thriller. One of your favorites.
Indeed.
Your query is 1986's Manhunter was the first film to feature the character Hannibal Lecter. What was the title of its 2002 remake?
I've actually seen both of these.
Some of it was shot in
Oh,
Manhattan.
dude, Manhunter is so
Well,
good.
I hope I'm right with this
Is
one.
a young Clark Wolf in any crowd
Oh
scenes?
my god, I wish.
This is also the name of a former tag team in Ring of Honor.
3,
Hmm.
2, 1. Pens
Red
down.
Red Dragon.
I'd have preferred a question like the Michael Mann original, but I believe the answer is Red Dragon.
That's
Ooh,
the professor we know.
What a
and love.
professorial
This-
answer.
Red Dragon.
Paul
There it
has
is.
it as well.
All right.
So yeah,
Close
I
game,
actually
close
missed
game.
one today.
Question number 8 in the category of animated. Which Pixar film involves a Boy Scout-like group called the Wilderness Explorers?
Yes, I know for the young men, it's like it's Boy Scouts. I think I was.
Has to
Oh,
be.
duh.
Okay.
You
Duh.
Duh.
Yeah.
Like, come on. I was thinking.
Kid, I ate a lot of cookies.
3, 2.
Like, you like this movie way more than I do.
Down. Paul,
Oh,
the
up.
animated film. It certainly is up, and Lon Harris.
Holy
All
shit! I
right.
got
This is
6.
quite the rematch.
Good job.
Yeah, I mean, you
I don't
look
do
at
that
the scoreboard,
usually.
The first round flew by. Yeah, we have 7-7.
I'll take 3.
Perfect game.
I'll take 3.
As we move on to round number 2, Clark, there's the new wheel.
I'd say that's good for you, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I showed that I've seen a movie that took place before the 2000s.
From the pegs, you may spin from wherever you like. The wheel has a slice that is a sponsored slice from one of our Schmoedown patrons. Check out the movie trivia Schmoedown.
By the way, the
right now.
difference
Select
between
features right for you.
the acting of the detectives between Manhunter and Red Dragon, it's like night and day. You've got Edward
Okay.
Norton overacting like crazy, and then you've got the guy from Law and Order Criminal Intent who's just underacting like crazy.
No. CSI. That's William Peterson.
I could have sworn it was Law and Order Criminal Intent that he was on.
Nope. That was not Vincent
Um,
D'Onofrio.
Now, here's the most important question. Nico, have you also seen Signs of the Land?
I've met someone who worked on that movie.
Have you seen the movie?
No.
Please do.
God damn it. Please do. It's like so great.
At that point, the value of the question goes down to 1.
It's one of the best
And I'm-
thrillers of all time.
Stealing is available in round
And that's the thing. The actor portraying Hannibal Lecter actually won the goddamn Oscar for it with 12 minutes of screen time.
But it was earned.
Well deserved, but
I shall spin the wheel first.
yeah,
He's gonna spin the wheel.
it's crazy.
Okay. Come on, Lon.
7-7.
In, holding office hours,
Do
gaining
bubbles?
tenure.
I wonder if bubbles ever come out of that pipe.
And the spin is in. It's the 1980s.
All right.
All right, Lon, how do you feel about
80s.
that decade?
Okay.
He's gonna spin
I
it
feel
in.
like you do well with that. No,
This
sure.
is quite a monster of a wheel, I have to
It
say.
really is. It was a beast to put together. Thank you, Adam Smith.
Ooh,
Spielberg movies.
hey.
Okay.
I heard some things earlier today about the wheel having a flub in a recent taping from over the weekend. I guess we'll see it in a future episode.
Good.
We'll see.
They begin now.
Question 1. How many times has Spielberg directed Tom Cruise?
Twice.
Yeah, I'm also thinking why.
I was gonna guess 3.
War of the Worlds.
Repeat the question.
Minority Report.
War Minority
How many
Report.
times has Spielberg directed Tom Cruise?
Trying to think if there's another.
0.
What? Are you kidding me?
Correct for a steal and 2 points.
Wow.
I know you were relaxing.
That will be a big few points.
Yes.
Do you have an answer?
2.
That is correct.
Wow.
Ow.
That's a
Steal.
big bet.
Jesus Christ,
Ow.
man.
Steal to kick off. To kick
Why did he go with 0? They wouldn't ask a question that the answer is 0 to, I feel.
At least not in round 2.
No.
No.
Tom Hanks loses his coat to a gang of thugs in Germany in what Spielberg film?
I believe it's Catch Me If You Can.
Bridge of Spies.
Incorrect for a 2-point steal.
Yeah. Bridge of Spies then.
Preston again.
Oh yeah,
Gonna
that's
make
true
the
because he gets a
microphone despite
yeah.
his best attempt.
Right, I remember it now. Oh,
It's coming to him. It's coming to him.
4, 3, 2.
Saving Private Ryan.
That is incorrect. The answer was Bridge of Spies.
Yeah.
Bridge of Spies, Germany, Tom Hanks.
Or, as I like to call it, Bridge of Boring.
That's the thing. He's actually never in Germany in Saving Private Ryan. They're in
Shots
France.
fired.
Would have
Not...
been better if it was called Bridge of Pies. You know,
Ooh, I would have liked
like
that
a
one.
Willy Wonka sequel.
All right. Question number 3. In Saving Private Ryan, how many of James
Speak of the
Ryan's
devil.
brothers have died?
The answer is 2.
No! That's the fake Ryan! And his brothers didn't die. They're still in grammar school.
Oh, boy. Paul
Seriously,
Preston's had 3
this is the
opportunities to
third
steal.
two-pointer that he steals. What the hell is happening?
On 2 of them, Clark. It's a tough round for Lon right now.
Nico, do you hate yourself because you're
We
right?
still have another question.
Last question of the
No.
You should.
I was actually a bit of a Lon Harris fan last season, so this is kind of disappointing.
San
A
Diego.
T-Rex
Yeah.
manages to escape in what city?
San Diego, California.
There it is. He's on the board.
Comic-Con, and that's where the T-Rex ran rampant. And
Oh, Preston only stole 4 out of the 6 points. But still, he stole fucking 4 points.
Interesting strategy.
And it's still his turn now.
Choice option is
Yeah, so it can be a knockout, but it
But
can
it
be
may
also
as well
pretty
be a
quick.
TKO.
It might as well be. Especially
Depends on what he spins.
Yeah, that's a question. I still don't know what he's good at. Quotes. That's difficult.
If he spins away.
That's a
Yeah.
category, Mark.
No, no one likes quotes. No one likes quotes that much.
And he still gets it.
All right. Looks
Okay.
like Paul needs to make a run.
And the game just got even again.
We've all been there.
Did it though?
It really depends on how quotes go. Like sometimes quotes can be very beneficial for a player.
Questions for you, Mr. Powder Keg. Your first question: in what Ben Affleck film will you hear the quote, "No matter how much you change, you still have to pay the price for the things you've done"?
The Town?
Batman versus Superman: Dawn of
No,
Justice.
no, definitely not. I know that 100% for sure.
Oh, you know what? I think I'm remembering the trailer for that movie now. So yeah, it is The Town.
Good Will Hunting.
That is incorrect for a big 2-point steal here, Lon.
Guys, you can go to multiple choice. Don't know it.
And we move once again to 5.
Gone, baby, gone.
4. Looking for The Town.
Wow.
I was right.
Good
They're
job.
both based on Dennis Lehane.
I think-
I feel like I should get
I
this.
feel like that was strategic on Paul's part.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe.
Paul, your next question. You currently enjoy a 2-point lead over the professor. What Best Picture winner features the quote, "Every man dies, not every man really lives"?
Braveheart.
2
Yeah.
points
Oh,
for Powder Keg.
well done.
He got that one. All right. Your next question in the world of movie quotes. In which classic holiday film will you find the quote, "No man is a failure who has friends"?
Wow.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Christmas story. A Christmas Story.
We're going to go to 5.
Could you repeat that?
4, I certainly can. That is your second use of the JT rule. In which classic holiday film will you find the quote, "No man is a failure who has friends"?
It's a Wonderful Life.
So?
2
Well
points.
done.
Okay.
There it is.
For Paul Preston and Clark.
Classic holiday
He's
films
opened
what
up a
kinda
6-point gash
led me there.
on Lon Harris, and he still has one
Oh,
more.
that's
so
true.
Lon could really use a steal here.
He sure could.
All right, Paul, your last question. In the world of movie quotes. "I believe in America" is the opening line to what crime classic?
The Godfather.
The
2
Godfather.
more points
All right. Wow.
for Paul Preston. and
Well,
Clark, I believe in
he
Paul
got
Preston
6
after
out of
that round,
8,
so
and
movie quotes, he spun away
the one
from it.
steal that he
He
gave
couldn't
away
answer
wasn't
questions
stolen.
like he had to,
So,
and he ended up having a hell of a
TKO.
time.
He sure did. Didn't give anything up, which which is the key.
Harris can only miss his 2-pointer, and he can't really afford to miss his 2-pointer, in all honesty.
No.
Lon had the opportunity to steal. He guessed the
But
Boston.
then again, the 2-pointer is usually the easiest, so...
So now we find
Everyone in
ourselves
Boston is full of regret. It was a good guess.
Corey
17-9
Feldman.
is Paul Preston's lead as we head
Corey
into round number 3,
Feldman.
and we are in TKO territory unless Lon Harris can get some serious correct answers here. Here's how round 3 works. Each competitor is going to give us 3 numbers. These numbers can range from 1 to 20. You each give us
It's
3
fine, I'm not
numbers,
one to
and those
talk. I missed
correspond to a
fucking
different
Vertigo,
category
so...
of movie, trivia, Schmoedown. The first question here's worth 2 points.
Yeah, and then
Next one's
Chad's
worth 3
gay, man.
points. The last one, should we get that far, is worth 5 points. There's no stealing, and there is no
that
penalty
was
for
funny.
missing a question in round number 3. So, gentlemen, I need 3 numbers from each of you. Paul, you are currently enjoying an 8-point advantage, so we'll get your numbers first. What feels lucky, sir?
3, 4, 7.
3, 4, and 7.
Adding.
I like the 4 and 7 part of
The
that.
first 10 numbers. Lon Harris.
Actually, I like the 3 also, because it's 3-7.
2, 8, and 15.
Thank you.
And the score is 17.
All right,
Yay.
Lon, you can
And the lights in my living room just
still
went
tie
dark.
Paul Preston if you don't get your 2-pointer, but it would probably
That would
help
be
your
it.
cause of having a comeback win. Clark Wolf will be asking you your questions. I'll be asking
Nico, do you
Patrick
see the
Bates.
light?
So Clark, you're ready. Lon said
There is
Yeah,
some...
and it's shining through the blinds onto my shirt.
Nico, don't go to the light.
Your question is, for 2 points,
Can I go to the light switch?
Mark Wahlberg star as
Oh,
detectives
the other guys.
and
Yep.
Hoyts in what 2010 buddy cop film?
The other guys.
That is correct for 2 points. All right.
All right, so
I love that
he's
movie.
back on the answering questions train. That's all
Sure
you
is.
want.
That's the train we want to be on.
All right, we stay with Lon for his 3-point question. He selected number 8.
He did. All right.
And that category.
In the category of fantasy sci-fi.
This could be anything.
In Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Judge Doom wants to destroy Toontown to build what in its place?
A freeway.
Give him a 3.
Okay.
Hey, he's fighting in there, Clark, and so now it
I
all
adore
comes
that
down
movie.
to this, at least if you're Lon Harris.
You don't
can force
say.
the hand of Paul Preston and make him answer questions and avoid a TKO. if he
It's
gets
like
his
the one
final
Zemeckis
right.
movie
He
you
selected
love.
category number 15.
Yeah.
What is he looking at?
In the category of Tom Cruise.
Ooh, I like him.
I like him too.
Byline.
And the question is,
If you don't know how many times Spielberg directed...
what is the name of the female
Oh,
precog
damn it.
that helps Tom Cruise?
I believe it's Agatha.
Yes,
He is
that's
in
it.
this
Wow.
game.
Wow.
He didn't remember. Did not seem to remember.
He didn't remember that Tom Cruise was directed by Spielberg in that movie, but he does know the goddamn precog name. What the
I don't know
hell?
what you're talking about. I have no
But
recollection
he
of what
knows
you're talking about.
what's the name of the precog.
Quite the pull. Quite the
Alice
pull.
and Clark are having the same conundrum in their minds that you are.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, Harris again scored 19 points against Preston.
Above all of us tiny peons, but one of those peons is Paul Powderkeg Preston, and he has a chance to pull an upset here, and he needs.
Seriously, if this is gonna if this is gonna be the same match by 1 point, what the?
Well, it
Yeah.
can't.
Sudden death overtime. You selected category
Because all Paul has to do is hit the 3 or the 5 and he wins.
No, I know, but if he misses all. If he misses all 3 of his questions, this will be the exact same match by the difference of 1 point.
Question for
Yeah.
2. What 2016 drama stars Adam Driver and Andrew Garfield?
Oh,
Silence.
Points and we're tied.
All right, it's a tie game.
okay, it's not.
All
Yay.
right. And
No, now we just run the risk of going to sudden
on
death.
the count, you selected number 4 for your 3-point.
There's not enough time left in
And
the
this
video.
could actually give you the win if you get the question right. Number 4 corresponds to the scary world of thrillers. Thrillers
Okay.
and your question. For the win, who played Hannah's father, Eric, in the 2011 film Hannah?
Eric Bana.
Eric Bana.
And your winner
Well done. Oof.
Epic rematch there. Quite the rematch. Gentlemanly conduct, which I appreciate seeing always.
So now they're 1-1.
Preston getting some of the upset and revenge.
But let's be fair here. Do we actually want a rubber match between these two?
Unfortunately for Lon, round
If the situation calls for it.
round 2 just made that game for Paul. You know, at the end of the day, it's a choice in your strategy how you want to play.
Here's the
and,
thing.
you
There
know, some
are
people
like
have multiple
10 better
choices, some
singles
people take
players
a
than
big
these
swing,
people, so
and, Lon
I wouldn't
unfortunately took a lot
care.
of big swings, but gave up a lot of points.
You know what third match I want? Man Roca 3.
I don't know a lot of players,
Yes.
regardless of how great you are, how much movement
No.
you might
Yes.
have, if you
Yes.
sacrifice 4 of your own points, and you're not just leaving them on the table, the other person, your competitor's getting those points.
Waited 3
I don't
years
think-
for it.
Tough mountain.
I don't think Mance cares anymore.
Paul Preston, and now all of a sudden this guy's
I mean, you're
gone
probably
off.
right, but
He's going into the
ouch.
tournament. He is gonna be
Yeah.
the winner of
He's
this
fried,
big
and that
match.
hurts.
Like he's perfectly fine on Access Hollywood right now.
But you know, he is coming with a lot of momentum.
But-
as we talked
but
about
his
earlier
access
in this
was
match. So will that
denied.
put
Denied.
over the top of the match?
Yeah.
So we'll find out.
Oh,
With Paul the Powder Keg Preston coming up right now.
that was so cheesy. It gave me the farts.
The losers of today's match, Lon, the Professor Harris, and his brother, the top bunk, Jonathan Harris. Jen, take it away.
Oh, thanks so much, guys. Lon, how is it you're one of the smartest and best players we have in this game? with
No.
Possibly the worst luck.
I thought we were talking about the famed, iconic Mexican director, Senor Spielbergo. It threw me very off. I think I collected myself just fine.
Oh, but all those steals. Man,
What
those
the
steals
fuck?
Were really painful to watch.
What
They were,
the
and-
Did you
actual
forget
fuck?
that you had multiple choice?
No, multiple choice. Multiple choices for students. I'm the professor. The
He
professor
forgot.
has the answer key. We know what you spelled.
Yeah, he completely forgot, and I think it's once again his character getting the better of him.
Approach the Schmoedown as your student. I am taking this.
Yeah, Chris, this is your thumbnail.
Oh.
I got a solid C minus.
So, Harry,
Rejections and
Yep.
Did Paul Preston think he was in a new Tarantino film? Get your feet off of the desk, sir. Show a little respect. Are you Andy McDowell's daughter? No, you are not. You're not in the film category of Tarantino. Get your feet on the ground and have a little respect for the match you just won, sir. Thank you.
oh, Lon, obviously this means you're not going to be going forward in the tournament. That really bums me out because I do want to see more Lon Harris. What is it going to take to get you back in this game? I mean, nothing at the end of this year, but I mean, for next season.
I remain competitive in the teams division. We'll see what happens in the later
Yeah.
events of the season with Jete, my able partner, and Jonathan, my more than able manager.
I've got nothing going on.
Look at his
Man, they
outfit.
could make the
Nothing's
finals.
going on in his world.
I am on an involuntary
Semis,
There's a
for
lot of-
sure, I'd say.
There's a lot of competition in the upcoming tournament. And look, last year they did make the final, but that was with all teams that were just randomly put together and some teams that didn't even like each other. This year, all these teams they want to be together, and there are a lot of big teams that could get very far. I don't really want to call this year's team tournament, but I'll throw in a bracket anyway.
Same. And I'll actually
Well,
take time
You know
out
what?
to do
There's
it.
always teams.
When a bracket is made,
Formidable opponent.
I have a feeling I'll be righter than you guys.
Took me right back to
That
third
will-
grade, Mark.
Fill it in, but don't fill in overwords because then the computers won't read it right.
And
Eat
Rick's
me!
pretty good.
And the number 2 pencil is the only can you can use. Jen Sturger, we're now going to toss it back to you because you have an interview with the winner.
God
Paul the
almighty.
Powder
Oh dear.
Well, I gotta say, I didn't know what to think of you and your partner's gimmick when you came into this league, but you got my attention now.
Gimmick. Our gimmick is winning, all right? Well, I got worried a little bit there because I didn't choose multiple choice on the Ben Affleck question. Then I realized in my head, wait a minute, I'm making this all happen up as I go, right? Multiple choice. Win or lose, I chose win. That's how this happens. Look, when Adam and I get together...
That makes no sense whatsoever.
PJ and Squee, we're constantly quizzing each other with...
PJ and Squee. That's straight out of Brett Kavanaugh's, or rather, Matt Damon's portrayal of Brett Kavanaugh
Glad Squee made it out
on
of
SNL.
basketball with
I'm having serious questions about what the fuck I'm hearing in these post-match interviews. Like, I am home rethinking my life.
Right. You are watching.
I don't want to confuse people, so maybe we should play Liz.
No, you look like Ben Bateman just gave up.
That's not what we're focusing on today. What we're focusing on is TTO. I said it before.
Welcome.
Total trivia ownage. That trampled over Lon and trampled over anyone else besides get in my way. If it's Ben Bateman, fine. If it's Liz Shannon Miller, that's fine. I don't care. I'll knock them down. I got a plan, and it's to get the belt. These pants are going to hold themselves up.
You're round impressive. Not only because you stole so many things, but the fact that you hung in there with the people would have just made that whole entire category out.
I have to add a new hashtag for this one.
Well, keep doing that. It's obviously working for you. Best of luck in the tournament. Back to you guys.
Movies, he gets used and he gets win. He will be facing the winner of Bateman and Miller. Clark Wolf, Preston. He's a pretty jovial, dare I say, guy.
Indeed, and don't let it go to your head. Just a couple of wins doesn't necessarily mean that will. I mean, we were saying earlier that the momentum could be helpful in the game. So you don't want to get too self-assured. By the way, I've never heard the word ownage before, but I think I'm going to steal that. I like that one.
We had movie quotes in round number 2. We got a lot of quotable.
She probably doesn't play games.
Thank you guys for watching. Something you definitely need to keep an eye on is Clark Wolf's new project.
And I'm not talking about your mobile stupid game, like serious gaming on a computer when you were like in TeamSpeak and stuff. Yes. Well, not only console, but also in computer.
Or PC. Yeah.
As long as it's online with people and you chat.
Until next time, we'll see you real soon around the movie trivia, a Schmoedown.
Schmoedown.
Woo. Boy, what the hell did I just witness? I'm honestly like, what the hell? There are so many things wrong in that post-match interview. At least I'm happy. Or happy? Yeah, no, okay. I'm happy that that instead of what happened the last match, which in my opinion was just bad luck for Paul, now he pulled through and he won. Good for him. That's all he'll do in this tournament, I feel, but good for him. What are you guys' thoughts? Nico, what do you have to say?
Okay. So one of the things I like to bring up from time to time is that this is a sport. This is a sport. And one of the things that happens in sports is that sometimes players/teams can have really good seasons, and then the next season, not so much. And in this case, that's kind of been the story of Lon Harris. He had a really great season last year and then kind of piddled out towards the end. And this year, he's just been struggling to find his groove, with the exception of that one win that he got over Preston the first time. And now he's struggling to.
And that's one
still can't. Yeah, well, it was a flunky win on his part. It was more so that Paul just got a question he didn't know at the end after knowing pretty much everything else that was asked of him. What we're also seeing, though, is that at 3-1, arguably 4-0, if not for that mishap we just mentioned, Paul's legit. Paul Preston is legit. And that's why I have him going as far as I do in my bracket. I feel like we're watching a changing of the guard sort of take place. I mean, we saw what happened with Riley. Stacey Howard got him. We saw what happened with Whitney. Brendan Meyer got him. I feel like Kalinowski, let me finish. Lon Harris, he was one of the brighter stars of last season, but he just got beat by someone who's having a really good rookie season as well in Paul Preston. And there's still a lot more to see as this tournament goes on. I have Rachel Silvestrini beating Roca. I have Janine beating Mike Kalinowski. I have Chance getting getting a win over Bibbs. I actually have Irwin being successful in his match, but I feel like the majority of this tournament, we're going to see a lot of the newer guard sort of show the older guard up, and you shouldn't be surprised if that does happen.
Fair enough. Chris. I feel you, man.
That was rough. I mean, like, multiple choice is an option. You can just go for it. If let's say you forget that Spielberg directed a Tom Cruise movie, then ask for multiple choice. If you forget that frickin' Bridge of Spies was even a movie, then ask for multiple choice. But come on, man, play the damn game. Because you know what? As Nico said, the new guard is kind of showing the old guard what's up. And in some cases,
Yeah.
I'm great with that. I'm totally down with that. Because Mike doesn't have a prayer. Janine's going to kick his ass. You know, but, and plus, don't call Stacy the new guard. She's been in since 2016. She's just as much old guard as Riley is.
Newer compared to Riley, but I understand what you're saying.
Compared to Riley. And it's also more that Riley was a big thing once when this old thing started, but he hasn't been big since he essentially lost the belt.
For the second time, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just... You know, and yeah, obviously, and this is completely my own fault because, again, I made my bracket in 10 minutes. I really should have bothered. But it's just, I'm frustrated, okay? Let me have this, please. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I get it. Look, I should not have picked Riley. I realize that now. That was full on my mistake. It happened. But so far this bracket has been good for me. Now, look, I don't want to call. I have a very difficult time calling Mike versus Janine because I honestly think both are very good and it will come down to luck.
Which, by the way, that's going to happen in a one-off Schmoedown Throwdown later this month, as of announced today.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. The thing is that Mike beat Janine with luck. The same thing might happen the opposite way, that Janine beats Mike with luck. I would rather see them both getting lucky or both getting unlucky and having an even fight up until the end to actually show who is the better competitor rather than luck being a factor between those two. But
James Bond ain't one.
Exactly. That's why I have Kalinowski, because Kalinowski has been getting luck recently in his matches. Of course, that'll end at one point. I mean, it kind of ended when he faced Snyder, but I think he can win that. It doesn't matter because I don't have him winning the next match anyway, and I think Janine has just as good of a shot. If Janine wins, that doesn't surprise me. We'll see about that. But anyway, I should probably focus more on the match that we just saw. Preston won. Good for him. That's about as far as I have him go. I don't have much else to say. I don't know what the hell I saw in that Footman interview. I'm seriously rethinking my life right now. All right. Guys, we're just going to wrap it up. So please, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and of course, leave a comment on anything. How is your bracket looking? Is it still alive? Has it been busted millions of times? Let us know in the comments below. This Friday, of course, reaction to Roca Silvestrini. There will be a lot of words between Chris and myself and Nico because, we'll see about that on Friday. Anyway, guys, Nico, plug yourself.
Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, at Nico Suave Regoli, or just Nico Suave with 4 random meaningless numbers at the end on Discord, Instagram, and Snapchat. Still coming soon. I don't know when. I'll get to it someday.
Make it.
I've been busy. Combat Wrestling Trivia on Facebook, Combat Wrestling Network on YouTube. The poorly made Twitter handle is at Combat Wrestling, the number 2. There's no letter G. Check out some of our title matches that we had this week on those platforms. Right here on Dedicated to Art and all the places these two gentlemen will say in just a moment. And, Trivia for Thon 2 coming soon. Again, big matches coming up as we raise money for charity in January. And Orlando. China Sticks.
Yes.
Yeah. Chris, like yourself.
And you guys can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Stardust, Letterboxd, and Discord at Skywalker Doman. You guys can follow this very channel on Twitter and Instagram at D2A channel. Please like our Facebook page and go join the new Facebook group so you can keep up with all of our shit. Like the fact that this weekend we dropped not 1, but 2 episodes of the Who Cares Anime podcast hosted by me, where the first one, Nico talked about the Arrowverse with Malcolm Lay and Zaddia Smith, and then on last night, I dropped a bonus episode where he and I talked about going to New York for 2 hours, and it was a great conversation. And then this Friday, in celebration of our 1-year anniversary, woo, woo, woo! We're kicking it off with just basically talking about our favorite films. Top 10 favorite films of all time, minus Star Wars. Minus Star Wars. That was the rule we had to set because
we already talked about on our very first show.
Exactly.
Wait. Top 10 from all of us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I got to write a list now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday or something like that. But yeah,
You did not say top 10. You did not say top 10. And if you did, I did not see the top 10 in that message.
I asked you for at least 4, and you came up with 3. So already you feel that getting to 4. And we decided on a top 10, which we probably should have told you as well.
Yeah, that's on us. Sorry, bro. Sorry.
That's on us.
But yeah, no, so we're going to get into that. Conversation's going to be a lot of fun. And this weekend on Downtune Dissection, I will be guest hosting for Ryan this week as I sit down with our arch enemy, Dylan Camacha from the Call to Action podcast, to talk about one of our favorite bands of all time, the Deftones. Go check that episode out when it drops.
All right, so guys, I now have another hashtag. Yay!
I like that.
Anniversary.
So these 2 hashtags, just make them trending wherever you can. Also, follow me on Twitter at That Movie Guy, on Letterboxd, Case Bananas, on Facebook as well, and I'm looking forward to the Who Cares Anyway podcast. Oh, right. I have my Geektacular debut coming up in the movie Trivia Face-Off against Tony Heald, who is a loudmouth and needs to shut up. And, I'm kind of good with geek, so look out for that. It's going to be fun. Until our next video, then, take care.
Yeah.